Hello peeps, I'm back. This is Kimberly Purpose and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing part 2 to the video on opioids versus crack addiction. Um, yes, I am going to continue with this series. For those of y'all who don't know, I am also a behavioral therapist. My background is in psychology and yeah, so I did a book and a novel on called The Age of Innocence. It's the New Year trilogy, and book one talks about addiction, and it's a novel that I've written years ago about this topic. So if y'all are interested, it's available on Amazon. It's a good book that talks to gives you an idea of what the crack epidemic was like back in the 1980s. But anyway, let's continue. Um, as I'm on this top paragraph right here, it says prior to the Fair Sentencing Act of 2010, the sentencing ratio of crack versus cocaine was 100 to 1. That means, as the New York Times pointed out, an individual caught with 50 grams of crack would be sentenced to 10 years in prison, while the cocaine equivalent would be possession of 5,000 grams. They are the same drug, but one, cocaine, was associated with the upper class Caucasians, and the other, crack, was associated with the lower class people of color. This breakdown by Curzado School of Law professor Yuko Yanaka on the it shows the glaring disparity. I'm not going to play this video. It's very long, but I'm gonna put a link so if you do want to listen to this video about his description about the crack epidemic and how it's treated differently from the opioids that's taking place today, then you can look at this video. I believe it's like 30 minutes long, so it's a little lengthy, longer than what I have for this particular video. But in the two top paragraphs, it talks about the disparity, and it shows how when a person has money and is Caucasian and what wealthy, they tend to get off on their drug charges, where on addiction they don't hardly go to jail, and whereas a person who's had crack and they were low income, they tend to go to jail at a higher rate and for longer and harsher sentences, which is very unfair and not right, and that needs to be changed. Personally, I believe that if a person was thrown in jail for crack in the 80s and 90s and still in prison for that same charge, I feel like they should be taken off or given another chance and giving treatment, just like they're doing with the Caucasians today with the opioids. It's only fair, and if they're going to be lenient and give Caucasians a break and not make them go to jail and be criminalized, then they need to be fair with the blacks and Hispanics that are in jail for crack, and it's only fair. So this United States need to do better with their justice system, because it just doesn't make no sense. It's just blatant racism. Well, let's continue. And then there's marijuana. The recent legalization of marijuana in 7 states is a great thing. It makes sense in every level. But as Michelle Alexander, author of the phenomenal book, The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Ages of Colorblindness, pointed out in Salon, most of the money being brought in by the recent legalization has benefited well-to-do white men, as like I said, while conversely, there are still thousands of black men in prison for selling marijuana, and others who now bear criminal charges that make it incredibly difficult to climb out of the cycle of poverty. They can be discriminated against employment, housing, access to education, public benefits. They're locked into a permanent second-class status for life, Alexander said. And that's true. They legalized marijuana just for white people to be able to sell it. I hate to use the word white because they're not pure. White, I'm going to do another video on that. But I use the term Caucasian for them. But anyway, Caucasian men and just Caucasian people in general, marijuana has been legalized to benefit them. And you think about all these people they put in jail for marijuana that are people of color, they're still in there. I'm going, if you're going to legalize it for them and let them walk freely and charade around and make plenty of money off of it, then those people you threw in jail in the first place should be able to be released and have the criminal charges dropped, because it's not fair that they're in jail or being locked up for selling the same thing. You know, it just, blatant racism once again, great supremacy again. But let's continue. White Caucasian people with money weren't afflicted by the crack epidemic. It was out of sight, out of mind. But things have changed. A study by JAMA Psychiatry found that heroin usage among white people has risen dramatically over the last decade. The opioid epidemic has cast a wide net. It has traversed neighborhoods of all shapes, sizes, and income levels. Now, we, the populace at large, and those who purport to lead us, care deeply about the issue of drug addiction. The fierce combination and accompanying villainization of the 1980s, 90s have been replaced by nurturing and sympathetic approach. Yeah, sympathetic for Caucasians. And I'm going, if you're going to be sympathetic, you need to be sympathetic towards all people, not just grays, So uh, gray supremacy is still in existence and it should not be there. If you're going to do it for Caucasians, then it should also be done for people of color as well, in order to be fair. And is this 2017? This should not be in existence right now. This is not Jim Crow. Let's continue. In 2017, there has been an active push to be more empathetic, to tackle the problems at its source, to treat addiction as an illness rather than punish those stricken by it. This shift, though, again, hasn't shifted far enough, is a wonderful thing. The opioid epidemic is an enormous issue, and any evolution in the way we approach the problem of drug addiction should be welcomed with open arms. I agree. But if you're going to do it, you need to do it for all people, not just a certain group of folks. No person, just because you're a certain pale skin color doesn't mean you're great and deserve better treatment. You are nothing but a human being, just like everybody else, and should not be given special treatment. If you're going to do it for them, for pale faces, then you need to do it for all people. It's really disgusting. It makes you despise, the racist things that's going on in society. It's just ridiculous. Not, Caucasians should not be put on a pedestal. If you're going to do it for them, then it needs to go for all people. And this treatment should be done for all people of all ethnic groups, not just for Caucasians. And if you're going to throw Aborigines in prison like that, then you need to throw Caucasians in prison when they are drug addicts. If not, then you need to have the same health benefit and treatment to all people. And those who've been arrested unfairly should be taken out of jail and treated the same, just like Caucasians. But I'm going to stop here. I'm not sure. That's the end of the article. I finally finished. Yay! But, yeah. But this article pretty much shows the disparity between the treatments of Aborigines in comparisons to Caucasians when it comes to when it came to the crack epidemic and the opioids that's taking place now. But please like this video and thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time. Peace and be blessed. Bye bye.